I do. All right, we're going to get started. Welcome, friends and family. We're here today to celebrate love and life. Kristin and David brought us all here. They have asked us to witness their expression of love and devotion. Each of you has given something of yourself into their life. They want you to know that your love, guidance, and encouragement have been and will continue to be of influence. It is fitting, then, that you should all share in this celebration of the beginning of this new chapter of their lives, a new combination of friends, of families, of faiths. Today is also more than just a celebration of them. It is a celebration of those they love. It's a time to pause, to recognize friends and family who inspire them to be the best they can, while accepting them for all they are. Very good. Though they now share a mutual sense of values, Kristin and David would not be the people they are without their individual histories. We cannot talk about Kristin and David's values without mentioning their parents, who obviously had a great part in making them the people that they are today. Cecilia and Shula and Laszlo, it is your unconditional love and support that both Kristin and David have valued most about you. When I asked Kristin what she most appreciated about our mother Cecilia, she reflected on her teen years and how you two maybe didn't always see eye to eye, but you were always there for her no matter what. You were always the parent in the stands, cheering her on, supporting her through her victories and defeats. You stood by her every decision she made, trusted her that she knew best, usually, and respected her for who she was, even if you didn't understand her type A, aggressive, overachiever ways at times. She said I could ad-lib. Above all, Kristin feels that you taught her to be open-minded, accepting of others, and to not see the world as black and white, all things that she continues to work on. As for Shula and Laszlo, David said he appreciated most of all their commitment and loyalty to family above all else. From his dad, he continues to learn from his unwavering faith in the face of adversity, and how one should dedicate oneself completely to a science or craft until they have mastered it. From his mom, he has learned to value friends, to balance work and play, and to always be willing to try something new. And from both of them, while he often stubbornly pushes back, he appreciates your drive and support to always be the best you can be, whether that means getting the best education, finding the right profession, or now finding the right gal. We would also like to take a moment to honor those loved ones who are not with us today, especially our father, Bobo, who passed away 25 years ago but still inspires us, and many others here, daily. He too was always there for Kristin and me, driving many miles to games or to pick us up for our weekends, which always came and went way too fast. Kristin remembers eating countless bologna sandwiches, hanging at Bobo's bar, often when she shouldn't be there, and quality time spent in the car from Hazlitt to Mount Pleasant. Remembers, Bobo, she fondly remembers people always saying Bobo would take the shirt off his back for anyone, even if it was the very last shirt. Today, Kristin not only understands that phrase, but also strives to emulate it. Yet she admits, and thinks David would agree, that at times she could work a little harder on it. So let us take a moment to not only recognize the abundant love that Bobo had for Kristin, but would have had for the two as a couple. Here's to Bobo and all the other loved ones who could not be with us today. Hear, hear. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy and privileged to be able to do this and be able to reflect back on Kristin and realize how much my life changed in 1974, and I was no longer the center of the universe, and I had a beautiful little sister that came into our lives, and like many of the women here, she did a very good job of taking care of me. As you know, our father died in our teens, and you would think that possibly I was a fatherly figure to her, but it was really quite the opposite. So David, you're in good hands, and I think that I need it. Yes, she was always extremely smart. Her grade point in high school was more than I could add to in high school. Her athleticism was outstanding, and I think that you'll have beautiful children and a loving life, and wife. I also wanted to thank our mother, Cecilia. She did a lot for us as a single mom and growing up with two crazy kids that didn't always get along, but found to really become a very good relationship later in life. And it wasn't that bad either, because she always took care of myself and my friends when we needed some help getting into bed or whatever it may have been at that time. I know my dad would be extremely happy for both of you today, and probably just say in a sarcastic manner, you know, what took so long, but we're glad that it.
We have Paul here to do that instead.
So I'll fill in. David, you know, I've had the pleasure of getting to know you in the past few years. My kids have definitely had a great time getting to know you. I love the fact that you've taken me to your beloved Seattle Sounders. Julia wanted me to let you know that your putt-putt game could use a little bit of work. But Peyton, Jaden, Paulie, and Presley, you know, really appreciate the airplane books and the way that you read with them and play with them, and are so happy to have, you know, another uncle in our lives. So, I know as I tried to impress his father with my toast, with my mathematical awesomeness, I mentioned, I think it went a little something like this: may your love be added, may it never be subtracted. May your household multiply, which you're doing a good part on, and may your hearts never be divided. And it does look like you're doing a very good job with that. So, nothing but the best to my little sister Kristin and David, my brother-in-law. I'm very happy to have this honor. Now, on to the formalities. Kristin and David, please place each other's rings on each other's finger. As I, hold on. I think they're in here someplace. Uh-oh. Jaden, did I give them to you? Oh, I found them. Here we go. All right, now I'll ask you the following questions. I give them both to you. Do each of you promise to be each other's lover, companion, and friend, a partner in parenthood, allies in conflict, each other's greatest fan and toughest adversary, a comrade in adventure, a student and a teacher, a consolation in disappointment, an accomplice in mischief, and equal in all things? Kristin, do you make these sacred vows to David?
I do.
David, do you make these sacred vows to Kristin?
I do.
I did.
Damn right. Kristin and David, we have heard your promise to share your life in marriage, and the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here today, and in accordance with the laws of the beautiful state of Michigan, it is my privilege and true delight to pronounce you husband and wife. David, you may now kiss the bride.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Yeah, come on, you two. Yes. Oh, we did. We did.
Again.